Okay, back just in time for the second heat of the men's 1500, which the R Huskies running. Back just in time.
Lead the way. 5 strong there in the front back. Letting the tones over into this man, it's under. That's where he recruits.
So in this second heat, welcome back, by the way, you have Ray DeGante, Hayden Minahara, Jonathan Alfaro, Daniel Araya, and Ethan Young, all of ELAC. And right now, that fivesome is leading this pack in the men's 1500 in Heat 2. I like that. It's good material using dogs, pack. By the way, hashtag run with the pack. As you see what the Huskies currently doing right now, they are running as a pack. Again, DeGante, Minahara, Alfaro, Young, and Araya. Gante lane 4, Minahara lane 1, Alfaro lane 5, Young lane 3, Araya lane 6. If you can. One, two, three, four, five. Huskies literally the pack, leading the pack right now. It started. I was the men's renaissance. You're starting to see like some of the renaissance of men being able to start placing again in these events, competing and placing, having in these events. Started with this. It started in earnest with Fernando Valenzuela from last year and a year prior. But what Coach Brown has been able to do, and what he's been telling us, you see, he's cheering his pack on there, telling us what he's doing, what he's been doing the past couple of years. He's been getting the individual competitors, high caliber competitors. Of course, you heard me talk about uh, uh, Flores, but and then of course with Valenzuela. But now it's becoming more of a team after multiple guys.
All right,
Let's see. And Huskies would finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huskies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huskies. Minahara wins Heat 2. Nice job there by the Huskies. Hopefully, we get to talk to Coach Brown at the end of this. He can give some thoughts. But
1,500. All 100 hurdlers for the Whitney. She's down now. All 100 hurdlers for the Whitney. You guys, head on down to Wales.
let's see.
Now, how do you point more here? Any further? And then, so all 44 runners check in. All 500 competitors actually can. Over the year's second call, his first call for all 100-meter competitors.
Check the man one more time. Okay, so we do have a couple of Huskies in the men's hurdle. 100-meter hurdle. We have Carter Cousins and Samuel Isidoro in the men's hurdle. Don't have any women's in the hurdle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move everything over so I can get a few minutes of juice charging on my laptop. Laptop's a little old, so so here what I'll do is I'll get a little bit of practice B-roll here for this live B-roll, we'll call it. This practice field. It's a football field if you guys remember this from football. And what we'll do is I will gently plug up my laptop so that it doesn't mess with the USB cord so I can keep the live going. But I do need to get some juice to the laptop. All right. Making a lot of mental notes to myself on how to improve this on location live stream experience for everyone, including myself. So just give it a few minutes of charging time so I can catch the men's 100-meter hurdles. After that, you got the 4x100 relays. So I'm just trying to steal a few minutes of powering up. Fortunately, I don't have an outlet near. That's the problem at it. Let's get closer here. All right. This is just a practice fence where the runners, everybody's doing future events. See some Huskies warming up. Just doing this here so I can let my laptop power a little bit. Juice. We got one event before next, which is the men's hurdles. We got So yeah, we're just taking a little power break so I can plug up the laptop here. So I'm just gonna give you while I'm here, I'll give you a quick rundown of the events. Again, you can also check it on MileSplit, milesplit.live.com under the Close Classic 2026. I'll post the schedule right here. Thank you so much. Those of you guys are watching. I'm just taking a short break so I can just get a little juice on my laptop. I don't know how I'm gonna manage the power of where I'm at with Matt. I'll show you the rest of the. But so there's the link for a mile split. It has the event. So we're still running the men's 1500 meter, the third heat. Then the women's 100 meters will start in 5 minutes, and then the men's 100 meters, which will have a couple Huskies running, um, and we'll start at 1:30. So we'll just camp here, to charge up for about 15 minutes. 140, and then at 1:45, you have the women's 400-meter dash, men's 400-meter dash at 150, and then at 2:10, you have the women's 100-meter dash, and then the men's 100-meter dash at 2:20. So just so I can see, let's see if we have, let's see, men's 400-meter dash. You have Lando Flores and Justin Guerrero for ELAC running. Women's 400-meter dash. Let's see if we have anybody running. Okay, so no Huskies running in the women's 400-meter dash. So what we'll do is, after the men's 100-meter dash, we'll turn away to steal some more power from our gracious host here at Orange Coast College. And then let's see, women's 100-meter, women's 100-meter dash. So no Huskies in the women's 100-meter dash. The men's 100-meter dash. You have 9 sections of the men's 100-meter dash. including in section one, perhaps the best overall athlete performer so far for the Huskies, William Liu, sophomore, along with the close second running mate Christian Dineros. They'll be in the men's 100-meter dash in section one. Again, 9 sections here. Then you have all the way down to section 4, Justin Hernandez will run for ELAC. And then in section 6, you have Victor Rodriguez running. And then Aaron Ponce, section 7, will run. And that'll be it. But 4 sections you'll have Huskies running in the men's 100 meters. So we'll want to stick by with that. After the men's 100 meter, the women's 800 meter. Let's see. Where Renata Cuevas for the Huskies will run, along with Brissa Araya. Section 2, and then you have section 3 with Cassidy Quincidar. So the women's 100 meter hurdles going on right now. And what we'll do is I will move back into position so that we can catch our men in the hurdle. Got to steal a few minutes of juice here. Again, thank you, Orange Coast.
From San Antonio Valley Power at 16.04 is going to check. But Ventura third at 18.33. Now we move on to the 1 point hurdle. We're going to have sessions today. We're on to we'll move on to section number 4.
Zoom in a little bit on the starting line. Again, men's 100 meter hurdle, section 1. You have Carter Cousins and Samuel Isidoro, ELAC, running in this one. Carter Cousins will be in lane 2, and Isidoro will be in lane 8.
Over to 1.3. After we top out.
Now I don't believe last year we had any hurdlers. I'm trying to remember. Could be wrong. But definitely a big increase, a substantial increase in the number, in the types of events that Huskies are participating in this year. As compared to last year, and particularly compared to the previous years post-COVID. Again, lane 2 and lane 8 will have Huskies running. Seeing a marker set up for lane 2 yet, but I do see a marker for lane 8. We got Carter Cousins. Getting the hurdle set up. Try to lower the camera a little bit here. I got this fence here. Trying not to catch too much of it. Try to look over the fence. I don't like that. I like the fence today. It's second. I don't really. Let's see. That's not too cool. you don't, hard to see, but where the platform where I'm at has a railing and then a gap, and then there's the fence. So I'm not up against the fence. There's actually a gap, and that gap has a hole all the way down to the ground. So I can't station the camera right next to the fence, kind of look directly over it. So yeah, try to guerrilla operations here, live streaming on location. Plus, there's always and yeah, and yes, we have a live stream on location before plenty of times, many times on IG. This is the first time we're doing it on our YouTube channel. Plus, if you're watching, please like and subscribe on our YouTube. Like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're still in the very much mostly in the infancy stages. It's our first year. We just created the channel back in mid fall, kind of coincide with the start of our be able to stream other events outside of basketball and football, which of course has always been handled by sports.usa.net, our streaming partners. But now what we're able to do, thanks to having the huddle, is we've been able to greatly expand our streaming to soccer. If you've seen men and women's soccer, we stream those games from about maybe from October on. Flag football, we stream flag football. Mad at myself, missed the women's wrestling. That's my fault for women's wrestling. I don't know how I confused the days, like the wrong day on there. But we will have the leader of the pack tournament for women's wrestling. That's next month, the first Saturday of April, I believe April 5th. We will have that streamed. Also, we've been with the camera setup I have here, our little portable setup. We've been doing baseball and softball live streaming. Now, those fields are going to set to have huddle cameras installed. Just don't know if it'll happen before the end of the season. We do have the work order out to get them installed, but teams being coaches being, it's hard to get stuff like that done in mid-season, particularly with coaches needing to give walkthroughs and things. So it just matters just connecting the dots a little bit. Anyway, back to the men's 110-meter hurdle here. This laptop battery is kind of draining pretty quickly. It's a little older laptop. Anyway, we'll do is we'll have a slight break. Here we go.
All right. It looks like he might find a here to win it. Here, that's number one. See what time it is down here. Boy, wait, hero for Todd Wheeler and your turn.
So Connor Cousins did not start. He did not see him. He did not race. Samuel Isidoro looks like he struggled there a bit. And Isidoro finishes 7th with a time of 20.391. So no Cousins. I ain't sure what happened there. All right, so what's next after this?
After this, after 100, one quick check. How much section is one corner? The whole point of your record, this is your final call. And then this will be the second call, winning 100 gas. So it is his call with the winning.
So still about 5 minutes of juice here. Charge time. We don't have any. The next event is the women's 400-meter dash. We don't have any Huskies running in that, so we will get some juice here. Now, if my running back and forth method fails, so if for some reason my method fails and I absolutely need to let the laptop charge for a good half hour, so I'll live stream on our IG.
And 75 is something food. All on here, everybody lives in a bunch of the way.
So again, we're just taking a power break, literally powering laptop for a little bit. In between the next event, which will be that will have Huskies in, will be the men's 400-meter. The women will be first. We don't have any Huskies running in that, so I'm just taking a little break. Guess again, some practice shots here. We were here back in October for football. Huskies won easily, particularly pulled away second half and won easily against Orange Coast here football. But shit, actually, pretty nice facilities here. Um, but Orange Coast, they have a tough because right, close by is Golden West, and Golden West from what it appears, seems to get a lot of, if not all, of the regional talent. Um, as Golden West, went to the state championship game this year. Of course, we faced them in football. Unfortunately, didn't fare too well in that game. It's always a tough opponent for us, Golden West. We haven't beat them in a while since we've been playing them recently. But we're also here a couple of years ago for women's basketball playoffs, where the Huskies faced off against the Pirates here.
church and home is represented. One friend, that's one time I did a new file or something for them. They were no good. They did that. On the line. Every I said, probably to the outside of me, it's the house. The board was there and it's only nice. Oh, it turns out, now it's on so this will, we'll get out the luckily, but so this or whatever it is, the rest are, and why, the that, there are other things are going to back. It's for, and third, the for them.
I'm back. We're enjoying the sights and sounds of a warm-up field here while we were still borrowing power from our good host here at Orange Coast College so that we can continue uh, to keep the laptop going for the live stream. Again, I'm not exactly close to a power source. Well, I am, but unfortunately, I realized I need to invest in an extension or a travel extension cord because I'm about 15, 15, 20 feet away from power source and about 10 feet away from how about stretching where I can plug in the laptop where my laptop power strip is. So anyway, so the men's are next. Let's see if we can hold away to end this. See it start. Okay, so next is the men's 400-meter dash, which is about to happen in 3 minutes. Was able to steal some decent amount of juice. I keep saying still borrow, excuse me. Borrow some decent amount of juice. So let's see how how long I can last before I have to take another power break. Kind of looking at the schedule to see where there's gaps, where there's events where Huskies are not participating, and kind of go from there. But this one's a big one because William Liu. Actually, no, I take that back. Liu's not in this one, but you have Lando in this first round. But you have Lando Flores and Justin Guerrero. Lando Flores is in lane 2, Justin Guerrero lane 3. People are tough to see from this angle, but okay, I do see Flores in 2, and Guerrero should be 3. Most of the time, Huskies are wearing some sort of green on their racing uniforms, their gear, Tatum. But some Huskies like William Lewis has been using all black, wearing all black. And then I see number 3, that is Guerrero wearing black and white. So a little undistinguishable, but that's what the lineup says. So that's what we're going with. They take their mark. Right, around here. All right. It's the first heat of the men's 400 meter. There we go.
Ready, go down. That's number one. That's you're in four. Little lanes, 4, 5, 6. Very, very softly. Softly, have they ran like 6.35. Rush this again. Right there, looking out track, Boston, and down mark, whatever, like, and go out for a strong move.
Looks like
Doing car or code 49 First John was doing with the wheel. Taylor John was of the effort for second from the runner there from Santa Monica 49.89.
this Justin Guerrero finished the 4th.
Third game.
Lando Flores finished 6th. So 4 and 6 are the finishes in this heat. There's 5 sections of this 400 meters. So I'm gonna finish plugging in the numbers times from the first heat. So in this next heat, you have for the Huskies, you have Sean Lawson and Sahid Cervantes along with Daniel Gamboa. So that is Lawson, Cervantes, and Gamboa. Lawson in lane 4, Cervantes lane 7, Gamboa in lane 8 in this next heat. All right, here we go. Gamboa in lane 8. Gamboa in lane 8 has the lead. Can he hold it off to win this heat? And he does. Daniel Gamboa wins the second heat.
The beats go in 54.85 for the win with their section of the by each of our fellow Huskies in Tippecanoe at 2.2. Then in
Gamboa and Cervantes finished 1-2 in the second heat.
section 3.
Try to get a little more height so I can see over the fence a bit. All right, that's a little bit. Okay, so Huskies finished 1-2 in that second heat in the men's 400. So already see some Huskies getting some top place finishes in some of these events so far. Of course, do a write up later on this evening. Kind of a recap of how the Huskies did overall and all the events they participated in. So far, we're seeing some good stuff. Of course, let's try to catch a Coach Brown at the end, give us his thoughts. So in this next heat, this is heat 3, you have Jacob Townsend of ELAC race in lane 5. Yep, lane 5. So Jacob Townsend is in lane 5 for your Huskies. A little tough to see from this angle, but he's right there at lane 5, right in the middle. Here we go. Uh-oh. We got 1-2 runs here. We got 1-2 runs. Can he catch him? Can he catch him? Can he catch him? He's pushing. He's trying to push. He's pushing, but he won't get second. Jacob Townsend finished second in that.
Four, three. Then in third, that's what it's up next. That's number 4. Final ball for the women and men's 100 meter dash. Once again,
There's 5 sections of this
100 dash.
400 meter.
The women and men 100 run.
So in this 4th heat, there are no Huskies running.
Great, check that. Please face my treasury. Numbers as well. All ones going for your check that. It's clear that. Please make sure.
See Sonny down there
Numbers well.
sitting in the stands. stands have filled up since the track event started, probably, say mid-afternoon. So yeah, what's the next thing? So after this, you got the women's 100-meter dash. Double check that. There's four sections of the women's 100-meter dash. There's no Huskies racing, so I'll take that as an opportunity to borrow some more power for the laptop because we will have Huskies racing in the men's 100-meter dash, including a highly anticipated duo of Wu Liu and Daenerys.
But to the final line of the we get play number 4, later, number 3. Jacob Shaw of Southwestern was stopped line first. He made Joe Luger with stage second. Coach Conner second number 4. Point quick 2 for Jacob Shaw of Southwestern. Then in second, Michael Wood. So there's Bill, second at 53.16. Then in third, pretty clear, Relentless, there's Santa Monica, 54.08. And now we're on for our final session here, the 400-meter dash. Next, the winning 100-meter dash. All 100 competitors are headed down to this home straightaway. You guys are
All right, so in this last heat of the men's 400-meter, three runners, no Huskies. So we will take this opportunity to play because this and the next event will not have any Huskies in it. We'll take this opportunity to go back to our practice field where we can borrow some more juice. But we won't be here for too long because in about 15 minutes, the heats will start for. Because at 2:20, which is in 20 minutes, the men's 100-meter dash heats will begin. So we definitely want to make sure that we're around that. Oops. Well, at least it fell this way; it didn't fall the other way. Plan B. So, there you go. Wow. So I'm just laying the camera down so I can get everything plug this in. I have two concerns. One is not the first concern is not to lose the live stream connection. Second concern is to be able to Unfortunately, my USB cord that I'm using is short. I need to buy a longer one, which is one of the lessons I'm getting out of this valuable experience of streaming on streaming on the road. That's very careful. All right. All right. It's close. Almost fully. See, it's okay if the laptop falls forward. There's a plane or landing platform here in front of it. So if it slides down, no problem. Now, if it falls backwards is a problem because it's about a 6, 7 foot drop into cement. And I've had this laptop for several years. I like it. I want to keep it running, even with the battery. Even if the battery strength is a little eh. So again, 220 is we're gonna stay here until 220, about 220. Uh, maybe about 218. We'll go back over to the field, the track, and we'll check out and we'll have the men's was it 400 meter, right? Men's 100 meter dash. I'm sorry, men's 100 meter dash. So we'll take about break of about 12 minutes. Well, I'll still be streaming, but you won't hear me talking for a little. All right. I'll be back. Enjoy the views. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. It's clear by the next one. Okay. The women's 100 meters are about done, and the men will start in 3 minutes. So we'll come back over here, check our power. Well, also check, make sure I drop our laptop.
Now I over there. Oh, over there. Hold on. With the wind here, that's it's 20.24 for if I had and it's 12, then it is after of South Florida. 50.2. Now, it's around.
In a second, I'm just adjusting the here go tripod.
You don't want. The valley going.
Leaning a bit for this end. William Liu, he's been one of the arguably the best former overall for the track and field team. We don't need the laptop to move or fall. At a precarious position. Also, all right. So we're back. And in this first heat, Now, as you get set for the men's 100-meter dash, you have, again, probably the best performer overall of this season for the Huskies, and likely will be a state contender, William Liu, with his running mate Christian Dineros. They're in lane 5 and 6. Five and six, white shirt, black shorts for both Leo and Dineros. Do a restart. All right, they're about to go. And Leo in lane 5, Dineros in 6. There we go. There you go. And it looks like it's going to be the Dineros. Well, we're going to wait and see some special results come in. Also, Salter for Venturos edged out Liu by 300 second. So Leo second and Dinero's third, a very close 1, 2, 3. Maybe maybe 4/100ths of a second. Separated the top 3 runners. Again, Leo just missed first by 0.031 seconds. Comes a second. Dinero's third with Leo second, 10.764. Leo second, Dinero's third with 10.773. All right. Now to this next. No Huskies running in this next meet, but we'll just keep it here. Coach Brown is sitting below us in the stands. We are at a hiding spot right next to press box. The sun has actually the cloud cover has taken away some of the strength and beaming of the sun. Let's say for the past hour and a half. So it's much more comfortable sitting out in the stands right now. I mean, even with that, the heat is not necessarily an issue for me, but the heat is an issue for the electronics. You don't want to, especially using it for streaming, show a lot of power. Don't want to let power being chewed up, right? Where sun wave stuff down. Give me a second to adjust my legs here. With 1 5, I think here, Aaron, exactly number 2. Aaron now back in second, 11 13. The time of 11:45. Well, for your watch, I'm just adjusting my legs here. All right. Adjusting the length of them so I can kind of see over get a little bit of a better viewpoint over this fence here. The fence is not right up on me because there's a gap between the platform that we're standing on and where the fence is. We'll be able to put the tripod right up against the fence for that reason. Anyway, this next heat Again, no Huskies on there. The Mile Split SoCal timings where you want to look for the live results of for this beat here this afternoon. So again, there's 9 sections to this men's 100-meter dash, and then that's going to be followed by the women's 800-meter.
Number three.
Is it?
Both round out there. One line.
And doing so well. It's doing so well.
So what's going on? The whole year. The women still be okay. They'll be all up the other for the next section.
Sorry, folks. Looks like my luck has run out. I had a good run there of keeping the connection going between the camera, the imaging connection going. But now it has a.
All right. Check out the floor.
Still hear me. We missed Chris Joseph Hernandez winning that heat there. Apologize. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to stop this stream and restart it. We had a nice run for about almost an hour and a half. Uninterrupted. So oh well, but we'll restart it. So just bear with me. Stay with the channel. I'm gonna restart.